Hello, nerds of this earth, and welcome to the TDN podcast thing, where today Bethesda addresses the state of Fallout 76. What's this? Oh, go away, privacy thing. I accept, I suppose. What's a article? Oh, there's GoldenEye inspired split screen FPS screen cheat. Chat cheat. That's the one. I think that's quite an old game at this point. Is now on Switch, or at some point, and this $5 cable will turn your old SSD into a portable hard drive. One, SSDs aren't really old. Two, they're not really that. I doubt it'd be that hard to get an adapter for SATA to USB. So that's kind of a bit strange, and that's basically just what this looks like. Anyway, I've got like 100 bloody tabs open here. I don't. Go away. Continue with that blocker. Right. So today, I'll start with the thing I started off right at the end. Bethesda addresses it. The state of Fallout 76. Quite a few of these are Fallout 76. I've already just skipped past them. So this is a Game Rant article. And it's from the 28th, so 2 days ago. It's launched Fallout 76. It's already been initiated. I just saw BGS and thought BSG. God damn you, Bethesda Game Studios. Why are you one letter swapped around from Battlestar Galactica? Something I never realised until I started watching it. Anyway, so basically, I hear Fallout 76 had a patch that was the same, that was like roughly the same size as the game. And Fallout 76 is having some issues, I think it's safe to say. Source Reddit. Wow. So, yeah, Fallout 76 has some issues. I think we can all agree on that. Apparently they've had a backlash from the Black Friday discount, or I'm assuming it going like 30% off sale or whatever. Off sale? On sale? On sale. It's got some issues. This is a Game Rant article that doesn't. It's, yeah, basically, people aren't too happy with Fallout 76. Probably because they probably bought it for like 60 quid or $50, whatever. It's a lot of money, reasonable amount of money. And then it went on sale massively, and it's buggy, and you get T-posting enemies, and there's all that stuff, and everyone hates it. And yeah, I'm not much of a fan of Fallout 76. I've not played it. I will watch videos on it by a certain duo, but I doubt I'd buy it. Well, I definitely wouldn't buy it. I heard very slightly that it might go free to play. That's sort of a rumour. I don't know if that's true or not. I would get it if it was free to play, because I've got a 3TB hard drive with plenty of space on it that could probably accept 77 gig or however big it is game. But yeah, it's but let's just try and get Fallout 76 out of the armor. Right, people aren't happy about the quality of Fallout 76's Power Armor Edition, the helmet I'm assuming, and Bethesda's apology gift sucks, from a Destructoid article. Blah 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 blah. Thin story, poor multiplayer, implementation, tedious inventory system. Oh, I also hear that there's not enough inventory space in like the Ender chest style thing. That's just what I'm thinking it is. Just like there's a chest and you can put stuff in it, and then when you're somewhere else you can take it out, like Minecraft's Ender chest. Anyway, as the $200 Power Armor Edition, centerpiece was the wearable T51B, and like some other stuff, a duffel bag. Blah blah blah. I hear the helmet is very plasticky. Feels quite cheap, but it looks quite good. So that's, you know, sort of the main thing, I suppose. Anyway, a bit like the Pit-Boy from the previous Fallout 4. It's collector's edition. That was, well, it didn't look weathered and it was quite simple, but it looked nice. But it was also quite cheap. Anyway, or felt quite cheap, I hear. So, blah 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 blah. Much cheaper quality than the not a nylon, not canvas. Okay, bags. There's a big difference. Canvas heavy duty and stand up some wear and tear. Nylon is flimsy junk that 5k walk for the right. So what's all this about then? Blah blah blah. And sound there's in the bag and fallout and the power armor edition. People are just annoyed by the power armor. Let's spot to they'll assist by granting the account 500 atoms. So they're giving in-game money to people who paid loads of money for a game that is arguably a bit of an issue. And $5 towards cosmetics isn't fixing anything. I assume that's what the 500 atoms is. Okay. Yes. Apparently they're... Wait, is that... arrives late as well. That's not very good. So people are annoyed by the bag, and presumably the helmet being quite plasticky. Okay, that's a thing. Any other Fallout things? That's a different thing. Young players of Fortnite be sent to rehab. I don't care. We'll get onto that later. Bethesda offers 500 atoms to people affected by the Baggate. Stop adding gate to things. Watergate was named after like a thing, wasn't it? What's Watergate name origin? I can't remember. It was like a thing. Like it was blah 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 blah. Basically, it's bullcrap. Stop adding gate to things. Anyway. So we'll just drag that over there because that's where all the Fallout stuff is. There's a game about the French Revolution and decapitating heads. We'll get onto that later. Whilst that's not about Fallout. That is not about Fallout. That is about Fallout. But that's just another thing apologising for the virtual bag and giving £4 of cash. So there's a lot of articles there. What's that? That's a game by a person. That's a virtual reality game. Okay, there's a thing from massivelyop.com. Vague patch notes. Having fun in an MMO doesn't actually mean it's any good. I beg to differ. If you enjoy a game, I mean, you know, you might enjoy the brokenness of, like, Euro Truck. Not Euro Truck, so that's fine. Airport Simulator, but you could feasibly... We're gonna have fun playing. Okay, fair enough, but I feel like at a game like Fallout 76, I've not played it. I really should probably play it before I make much judgments on it. But anyway, basically, yeah, I can't be asked to deal with Fallout 76 at this point. So people aren't enjoying Fallout 76. Oh no. Oh dear, right, that's the thing, that's the US wanting to use HoloLens, the military. Artifact with a negative Steam review over reviews over monetization. Well, actually it's mixed Steam reviews at 66% last time I checked. That's buying BeamNG. I would have got it. Just did a video on it. No, go away, Valve. 0 people are viewing it. Oh, 2,500. I don't care. It's currently at 66%, so not positive by 5,000 views, and this is from 15 hours ago, so yes. So Valve's new card game is now mixed status on Steam with over 1,500 negative reviews, now up to 6,600 15 hours later. Artifact only launched yesterday, over 1,500 negative Steam reviews. Does it though? Does it? I mean, go away, I don't care about what you're broadcasting. I really can't tell. That's all in Chinese. Good. Credit card. Okay. Yeah, I think people are just annoyed that it contains money. 3,887 reviews are mostly positive. What? Wait, what? I don't know. Right. Basically, don't know what's going on there. Basically, it's a card game that Valve released, and they have a monetizing thing like, hey, buy cards. I've not played the game. I feel like I probably should. Blah 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 blah. Gameplay mechanics are really good. Fresh air to the genre. Overall experience of the game itself. But shady microtransaction practices prevent me from recommending it. Is a thing. Price of the full purchase is not enough to enjoy it. You have to look blah blah blah. I think I heard somewhere that I think it was actually a Steam review that really it's the price. Oh, go away, bloody! I don't care about your live broadcast. About the like, it's like a $60 game, buy the base game and get the like cards and stuff, and then you get a proper version of the game or something. I don't know. Dota players will receive. Oh, Dota players will receive 1 free month subscription to Dota Plus. Not interested. So, basically, Valve released the first game in about 5 years, and people and it's already mixed. What's Half-Life VR gonna be like? Are people gonna think either, yeah, this is good, or this was not worth 10 years, negative, negative, negative Steam review, negative, negative, negative Steam review, or people will just think, oh, it's Half-Life, it's wonderful in every single way possible. I think it's probably gonna be that. I don't know. Anyway, what's this? The value of the blah 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 blah. Basically, they've released a game and people aren't particularly happy with it because it basically, microtransactions is basically what the game is full of. Obi-Wan was added to Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2, the new one, I should say, not the good old one, where the multiplayer isn't that stable. Whatever. That's been added to the game, so there you go. That's one rock, paper, shotgun link that I've got to now add. I haven't got to, I just chose to. Yeah, so, yeah, everyone's added to the game, like, a year after it released or whatever, which seems a bit odd. Fallout 76, players are getting refunds despite no refund policy, and it's confusing. Thanks, PC Gamer. What's this? Blah, 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 not legally obligated to provide refunds. That just seems dodgy. But they are anyway, in some cases. I don't know, recommend it, I don't care. Stop playing videos. There's a man there with massive trousers. I don't care. Why is that a thing? Sure, people don't like Fallout 76. I think we can all agree on that. Fallout's, oh my god, I have so many things. Is this just another thing about the bag? I can't be asked. Is this, what's this? Red Dead, how does horse insurance work on Red Dead Online? That's a thing. I don't really care. This was from 2 days ago, so I doubt it still works, but you can get Zotac GTX 1080 Ti for $359, which is good. Which, that's really good actually. Presumably it's better than 1070, so it's going to be good for $359, which is like 200 quid. Which is like the price of an RX 480 when it released, and then steeply went up by another £50. Yeah, some stuff. Where was this at? That was at B&H. No bloody clue. Shipped to the UK for $5. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, so Zotac released a thing. You can get one from Newegg for 348 quid. That's not bad. Is that, like, still a thing? Because if so, if you're in America, oh no, it's up to 489 now. Okay, yeah, basically, graphics cards were a good price. Unfortunately, I didn't buy anything because I don't have much money. Where was that? Halcyon patches in a storyline with Rude Awakening update. Halcyon, surviving in Halcyon, blah blah blah. That's like a space game. That looks like it's first person. I don't really know. Very interesting. Halcyon released a thing. I feel like this thing isn't going so well, is it? Red Dead Online has a creative approach to handling grieving. How does this work then? Blah 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 blah. Online games always have issues, so how I'd be interested to see how this deals with it. Basically, I am not really taking in what I'm reading here because I'm terrible at words. Asus unveils a big and fast FreeSync 2 HDR monitor. 32-inch, 1440p, 144 hertz refresh rate. That sounds pretty decent. That sounds good, you know, it's always good. Blah blah blah, which among others requires minimum 400 nit brightness level. I don't really get all that. Blah 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 blah. I don't care about the PC gaming podcast. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this podcast's gonna turn into over the years. Probably gonna turn into something decent over the years. Sure, why not? So it has HDMI DisplayPort, Mini DisplayPort 2.1, and there's also a 3.5mm mini jack. What's the difference between a mini jack and a normal audio jack? I don't know. And built-in USB hub with 2 USB 3 downstream ports. That sounds quite good. Does mine want us to have any USB on it? No. Wait, I thought it did. No, it doesn't. Wait, no, yeah, it doesn't. Oh, shat ass. Right. Good, that's all gone well, hasn't it? Right, put you back on there. Oh, bellends! Just attach to the wall. Oh, screw you. Right, good. And then put that back there and sit down here. It'll sell for $630. So that's not too great. And that oh, shatting hell, right, that's USD to Canadian, not quite, to GBP, which if you're in the UK is probably going to be 500 quid, or 4.99 because it's about 4.93. Okay, that's another article out of the way, go away. Right, and then we've got, what's this? Call of Duty movie is already getting a sequel. I wasn't aware that there was one that was released, but apparently there was. And this is the image of one of the things. And this is the image shown. And I don't get it, but okay. So that's... yeah. It's apparently so amazing that it has a green that a sequel. The crew band not even began production yet. Wait, so with the crew behind it not even beginning production yet, is that on the original or the remake? Hang on, let's have a little look. And apparently it nabbed the Black Panther, like, writer. Right, no, I don't care about... no, just... oh, shat ass. Right, what's it called? Call of Duty filmed. Has that even been released? I don't even remember it being a thing. 1.7 on IMDb in 2016. Beyond the Call of Duty. Is that an actual thing, or is that... that's 5 against that second Call of Duty. I think that's... fighting hordes of undead experiments. That says Call of Duty in the title, so I think that's what it is. Okay. That's apparently getting a sequel, which sounds interesting, considering the first game got basically no reviews. Good. That... go away. That... oh dear god, I really hope this parcel arrives quickly, because I really need to defecate. Right, Team 17 is publishing 100-player World War II shooter, Hell Let Loose. I can't remember who Team 17 are, but they're the people who were talking about anime proms at anime fans at prom. That's the one. Was that them? Games. That was a fantastic trailer, wasn't it? Oh no, they're the people. Oh no, they make good games like Worms, Armageddon, and Overcooked, and The Escapists, which I've not played but looked interesting. No, okay, they were good people. Who were the people who made the Couldn't remember the name of the game, so I just searched anime fan at prom night. It was oh, it was Mighty Number 9. That's the one. But Team 17, Number 9, you know. They're both numbers. DS9, BSG, not BSG, DS9, Babylon 5, they're both numbers. Anyway, I should get around to watching Babylon 5 at some point, but I believe it's not on Netflix or Amazon for, you know, without paying for it on Amazon, so I can't be asked. Has a trailer. Let's have a... oh, shut up, adverts. I don't care. I don't care about your 12-second advert for washing products. What's this? It looks like a generic first-person shooter. It's probably quite fun. Okay, good. Right. No, yes. Okay. Well, it looks good. Okay, it looks, you know, like a generic shooter. I mean, you know, the World War II games are, you know, they're very few and far between. I mean, when was the last the last Ice Age? No. Was that last year? Oh, last leap year. Last World War II game. I mean, that's just going to be like, oh, you know, there was, you know, as far back as 2017, and then list of World War II games. Did I say World War One? I think I'm a moment. Yeah. Basically, there's a flip ton of them. Can you list them in? Oh god. Yeah. Oh, shit. Wait, is this just in a list of? No, that's not a list of released. Sod it. That's just Flight Simulator. Christ. Right. Basically, it's a very filled genre. The World War II thing. There's a lot of that going on. That was the BenQ blah blah review, the HDR monitor that looks better without it from Rock Paper Shotgun. What's this about? Is this also new? No, this looks like a different... Is this the same monitor? Because it's got the same resolution, same speed. It's different size. It's curved, which, you know, might be nice, I suppose. Different thing. I don't know. It's different. What was the other monitor I looked? No, that was an Asus monitor, wasn't it? I do not remember. I do not remember. That is... Yeah, that was Asus. That's different. Okay. Sure, go with that then. What's this? Steam VR updates enable smoother gameplay and custom control settings. That's probably good. Previously only available with the Steam VR beta package. Valve has pulled a couple of interesting Steam VR features out of the beta. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you can now change what, like, things look like. What's that advert for? I don't know. You can change what controls used, I'm assuming, because that sounds like a good idea. Binding UI to available desktop. Basically, that sounds like a good thing. You have control over the game. Minecraft Story Mode is now on Netflix. When I first saw that, I thought, like, as like oh god, right, as like a film or something. But no, it's probably a game, isn't it? Because I think don't they also, like, yeah, they advertise games on Netflix, so I'm assuming you can play them on there. I don't know. But yeah, that's sounds interesting. I mean, I think didn't I read a thing? I see a thing being like, oh, Telltale's releasing a new game, a new Walking Dead, was it? Last of Us, I think. Yeah, season 2. I can't remember. I can't remember what that was. Anyway, what's this? Tomorrow Euro Truck Simulator 2 comes tragically to a close after it's likely to come to the Eurovision Truck Simulator with the wings. What's this about? The ugly beauty of Euro Truck Sim 2's first collusion. What's this about? With Russia. What's that? We get the bonus. Wonderful truck simulator series, bloody embarrassing the whole geopolitical region. I think you get a Putin truck simulator. Putin truck simulator. Did they say that, like, that bit of Ukraine that Russia attacked is part of Ukraine instead of Russia? I don't know. I think there's... What's this about? Quite a bit... Are they, like, adding, like, just Russia to the game? I don't know. What's this? Evokes City 17 appropriate feels. That's always positive, isn't it? So is this like... You can have Korea... Do they just add, like, Russia to the game and either Russians don't like it? Why am I getting advertised for Eagle Moss? I love Eagle Moss. You don't need to advertise it to me. Two Perels are being advertised. One with wings straight and one with wings bent round. Lovely. I I think just Rush has been added to the game. Let's go with that. What's this? Fallout 76 players have hopping server hopping to speed up the end of the game. Mad. That's a great subtitle. Subtitle, sub caption, whatever. Okay. There's Star Wars thing that's weird, and that looks kind of weird. Coming in 2019. Star Wars Kids YouTube page. Is this a YouTube thing? Just dropped a bit of a surprise on all of us. Friday, new series of Star Wars animated shorts. Okay, so there's new Star Wars animated shorts. Don't care, but hey ho, that's a thing, I suppose. A Harry Potter game, maybe exclusive to Samsung devices. That sounds kind of weird, but okay. When is this Eagle Moss thing arriving? I need to defecate. I must say, Eagle Moss, their postal service, fantastic. Yeah, if you order something from Amazon, yes, it will arrive today somewhere between 8 AM and 9 PM. Ah, yes, we're fantastic, but because apparently everything I say is Lord Melchett speaking. But anyway, oh, I was going to say Admiral, that's the Navy version. General, that's the one. What do we feel? No, you'd be General. I don't know. Anyway, I'm hungry now. So, that or... Yeah, but Eagle Moss, that is like, oh, arrive between 1:32 and 2:32. Enjoy! It was actually just 23, whatever. Yeah, enjoy! Anyway, so, fans of Harry Potter who own a Samsung phone may see some unique perks coming their way in the future. According to an anonymous source, because anonymous is how you pronounce it, a new partnership between Samsung and Niantic? Niantic, where's that? Oh, whatever. Anyway, because the exclusive Harry Potter game comes to Samsung devices. Why would it go to Samsung devices? Wait, that's Niantic, right? Wait, is it? Yeah, let's go with that. Niantic? Wait, is that Niantic? Is that what that is?
Here's some info.
Google. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's Niantic. Oh, I haven't seen that. Oh, they made Pokemon Go. Okay, so Wizards Unite video game, endgame, whatever. Subsidiaries. Oh god, that's a lot of things. Also, people also searched Pokemon Company, Nintendo. More. In all caps. Okay, Niantic. I've heard of them. They've done stuff. Apparently, Samsung invests $40 million in Niantic for exclusive game. Right. So they're making. Oh god, I've forgotten. Was it this one? Yeah. No, that was Lego Movie 2 is getting a game. That's, I suppose, interesting. Where's the video? Where's the article? That was it was a Destructoid article, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Was it PC Gamer? No, it was got so many of these bloody things. Perfect Rules, Anthem. I don't give a damn about it. Why did I open that? Nintendo Ends. Oh, Nintendo Ends. It's the YouTube creator program. I don't know what the title means, but it looks like surprising but welcome announcement that on Wednesday regarding Nintendo creator programs on YouTube. Creators program. It requires content creators to enter their content share for their monetization. Basically, I'm thinking from this, by the fact is what it says, that Nintendo are not being dicks to YouTubers anymore. That was a bird. So they're like, hey, you know how if you upload something, we'll copyright strike it, or you have to tell us, and we'll be like, yes, okay, sure, yes, okay. Well, I think they've stopped that now, which is good. So, if I wanted to upload a video on, like... all I'm thinking of is Contempt. That's not a game they've made. if I wanted to upload a video on, like, The Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I wouldn't be able to because I don't have a Switch unless there's a PC port, which I probably wouldn't play either because I'm not really that interested in Zelda. Then I could, and nobody at Nintendo would be like, oh, god damn you, unless they just say, this is the worst thing ever there, when it's probably okay. I don't know. Oh, it's literally the first tab here. It's a Game Rant article. Okay, so, yeah, $40 million to collaborate. That's quite a bit of money. I don't know. How much was going to say how much money has been put into other games. Well, the one game I definitely know has been put into... Sure. One game I know exactly how much money has been put into is my game, and that's $40, which is about 31, but 32 because it was a non-stuffing transaction fee, which means that you have to pay money to transfer the money for some reason. Anyway, translate the money to Americans. Basically, $40, a bit more because I'm English. It was the total cost of my game currently, and that's just so I can use Game Maker. So yeah, I know exactly the price it cost for me to get. Oh, actually, no, I don't, because there's all the thing. Good job, me. Anyway, basically, 99 sake of making a Harry Potter game, Harry Plopper game, it should be. Spider pig, spider. Anyway, with Samsung, because exclusivity, it's so good, isn't it? Red Dead Online helps do the infinite money glitch. Oh dear, I didn't know. Oh, it's a beta. I didn't know Red Dead Online would get anything. I knew Red Dead Redemption was getting an online thing, but Redemption 2? Is it Red Dead Redemption 2 or is it well, it's called Red Dead Online. I don't know. Anyway, Nintendo Switch expects to outsell the PS4 in 2019. Not that surprising, considering the Switch is newer than the PS4. When did the PS4 release? Where? Oh, sorry, I'll just voice search. It's much easier. When did the PS4 release? 2013. Can you hear, like, Google voice? I don't know. 3rd of December 1994, 2000, 2006, 2013. There's a long time between the PS... Well, what's actually 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5, 6, 7. 7 years. That's... I should have been able to work that out without counting, just sod it. Yeah, that's... It's not too much, I suppose. 6 years between 1 and 2. But yeah, it's been... How long? It's not even been... Okay, fair enough. Yeah, PS5 probably released 2021 or before. Okay. So yeah, that's... oh, it's right here. I just clicked one of the tabs and it just happened to be this one. So yeah, they outsold that. Does it have any numbers? Mostly due to... Thanksgiving. Oh, gotta love Thanksgiving. The celebration of killing loads of natives. Not native. Nintendo Switch, edging out the Sony best-selling home console by thin margin. Ooh, that is quite thin. Switch got 17.3 million, and the PS4, not PS2, PS4, got 17.1. So there's only 200,000 approximately between them, and then the Xbox One is predicted to reach just over 10 million sales. So about 17.5 million short of everything else. 17 and a quarter. Anyway, will top out at... Okay, so that's like rough estimates, but okay. If the forecast turns out to be true, this would mark the first time Nintendo held a top spot for their hardware console thingy word since 2009 with the Wii, when that outsold Sony and Microsoft. Competition from Sony. Anyway, there is highly anticipated Smash Bros. Ultimate closing out 2018. The Switch is likely to enjoy stuff, blah blah blah. I don't really care. Basically, yeah, Nintendo are doing quite well, which is good to see, because if the Switch didn't work, then they'd probably be alright, because they have bloody loads of money. Actually, I think I discovered, by watching a video, that Nintendo don't actually have that many employees. Nintendo employee numbers. That's not how typing works. Nintendo employee numbers. I'll just voice.
Here is information from Statista.
5,200 as of 2014. 5,166 out of from 2017. So it's only got like 5,000 people, which isn't too much. You know, it's quite a lot, but it's, I think, less than other things. Anyway, that's an eBay tab for non-working computers. That's not what I meant. Fallout is accepting Fallout 76 Collector's Edition complaints may void legal reasons. Don't care. Skip that. Indie game guide to merchant. Oh, that's. Oh no, that was the thing I opened, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the thing for me to read actually, rather than just the thing. PC game. Oh, shut up. Continue with our blog. I don't care. Amazon now has a compatibility checker for PC parts. This is quite an interesting thing. So basically, I'm assuming, so if you say, oh, this Intel motherboard's cheap, and this Intel processor right here is good. And if, you're like a simple person, well, not a simple person, Jesus Christ. I should watch my words, shouldn't I? I could just edit this out and be much easier, but it can't be asked. Well, I could be, but sod it. So basically, if you, like, oh, wow, this is a cheap motherboard from 2011, but you didn't know it was from 2011, although that would be quite expensive, I think, because old motherboards are quite... Anyway, let's just say you got a 3rd generation motherboard, which is actually 2nd generation, because 2nd and 3rd generation Intel processors are fine, and then you try and add that to, like, the most recent high-end Intel processor, and it would be like, oh no, or AMD processor for that matter. Yes, pins, oh, pins on the CPU and the motherboard, this will work, yes. Anyway, I was holding the motherboard and the CPU and like hiding that, but I wasn't because it was air. Anyway, and I was holding them as if like the motherboard was also like a CPU. I was holding it in the same sort of size. Anyway, presumably it's just like, hey, if you buy this, it'll work. So it's basically just got PC Part Picker implemented into Amazon. Cool! Let's have a quick read of them. Blah, 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 blah. Part Finder just looks for compatibilities. Sure. And a compatible standard DRAM. Not DRAM, DDR4 RAM. And hey, DDR5 RAM's got some testing. That's quite interesting. Star Conflict's latest patch introduces Jericho Pilgrim, new weapon, and a new ship model. Cool. Don't know why I opened that, it's not that interesting. So, yeah, we'll just drag that over there. God, I've got a lot of bloody tabs with these. Anthem! Alpha comes to PC and consoles this December. So if you are interested in Anthem, was that thing about, like, space? And, like, people in, like, floating around in ships and stuff? Was that about, like, was that a fighting game? I can't remember. I've just clicked. No, I've just clicked. Why does TechRaptor have a link to its, like, its title links it to the same thing? What was Anthem? Let's just have a look at images, because I can't be asked. Was this that? Yeah, and then I was going to say it's like that Iron Man game, because I think I just saw Iron Man in one of the pictures. Great. Mainly because it was added in, it's not official. Anyway, yes, that's that thing where you fly around and it looks adequate. What's this? Perfect World Entertainment, the, I view them as the developers of, or early on, I don't know, of Star Trek Online. Entertainment confirms Steam China deal. Earlier this year, it reported a surprise announcement that Perfect World Entertainment, Valve China, and official as although the platform title will still have to go through the same process of new titles. So will they be on Steam, Perfect World? I was thinking, cause that'd be good, because then you get STO on Steam. Yeah, STO is on Steam, you massive bell. You've got 1,000 hours on the sodding thing. How did you not think of that, you stupid moron? Anyway, most recent game, Star Trek Online, the 5th, 1,117 hours, and 100, not 100, not that many, 1,150 something screenshots, 1,100 screenshots, because I'm a bloody screenshot-aholic. So basically, Steam and Perfect World are doing something. They're doing some stuff. Cool. PC Gamer article, you can turn an SSD into a portable hard drive. Yeah, that seems super easy. Why is this a thing? You can buy an adapter for $94. That's not news. Intel's i3 Mini PC kit is just $270 for today only, and that was 13 hours ago, which would be yesterday for you, because you're watching this in the past, future, yeah, Saturday. This is uploaded on Sunday. This is recorded on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, whatever. So it's normally okay, so you're getting $20 off. It's normally $304, it's $188, which is about $20. But it says 170, but on Newegg it's 188. Anyway, that's not too bad though. You know, $300 for a. Is this everything though? Has M.2 SSD and 2.5-inch drive. Has a i3 memory type. RAM slot. Oh, it doesn't have any memory. It doesn't have hard drive. Basically, it just don't bother because it's not a thing. So that's one. That's another one of those. The US Army plans to use HoloLens headsets to increase lethality, whatever that says, of combat missions. Microsoft will supply upwards of 100,000 prototype AR headsets to the military as part of a $480 million contract. That's a lot of dollars. So, the US Army has agreed to pay Microsoft nearly $500 million to support its upwards of 1,000 augmented reality headsets used as training scenarios in actual combat. In case there are no doubt about the actual goal, the government describes the program. Basically, is audio playing? No, I think I just hear things a little. So, in short, Microsoft, everyone's favourite company. It is not true, but it's, you know, people not necessarily hated by everyone, but still, like, hey military, here's some stuff you can use to kill people. So Microsoft are aiding the Americans in killing people. So that's fun. I don't care about that. Oh yeah, the GoldenEye inspired split screen. Yeah, that's this thing, right? Meet the video. It's on Switch. So that was the. Was that I think that was that. Cool. Well, wait, is that a Steam controller? No, it's just a really crap, cheap-looking controller. Is that? Oh, it's not like a Switch controller. That's awful. Yeah, screen sheet, which I think I saw a demo video of a while ago. That's quite fun. So, yeah, I think it's a local co-op game. Or no, I think it might be online. I don't know. You basically can see the other person's screen, and you use that to actually play the game. Well, that's not mute, that's pause, so there's not going to be any issues. Death Stranding released, Windows leaked by Walmart Canada. Does Walmart Canada leak anything other than games? Except for probably, you know, like, food. Like, I bought this like, jug of orange juice, but it's leaked out, and it's bags that I presume are sticky, and there's, like, crap. I don't know. Anyway, basically, Konami Productions making that game that was, like, revealed, like, 20,000 years ago at E3 1982. Two? Okay. 1982, and it's, like, awesome stuff. It's not, it was, like, 2016. I just got a bit dizzy then. Blah, 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 blah. So, it's June 2019, falling on a Sunday. Day traditionally not associated with game releases. Might not be, I don't know. But yeah, sure. It's a game. Sure, we'll go with that. So it released. It will release probably at some point, you never know. What's this? Broken World... no, explore broken realities, weird internet with a demo. Good, I can get there eventually. God said, give me money and you shall receive. See more. Oh, good old click adverts and then it's all crap. Right, so it looks like a pseudo-Japanese nonsense internet of broken reality. This looks like quite a fun thing. Broken reality. Let's mute the trailer and watch it. And by that, screw you, eBay. Oh, wait, you can still hear that even though I've muted the computer. That's weird. Let's unmute the computer, right then. Mute this. What's this then? Broken realities to this trailer, blah 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 blah. Basically, it's pixely and it's like you messed up. You've gone to dark parts of the internet. What's that about? It's like a Mexican, and then that's just like. It looks kind of. Yeah, that looks like a. Is this a VR game? Kind of looks like it could be. Is this a VR game? Maybe it's not. Let's just quickly search VR. No, it's not a VR game, it's just a weird looking game. Okay, broken reality, I just think VR. Okay, that's an interesting looking thing. I'll keep an eye on that, and by that I mean forget, and then if it ever releases, unless it's already been released, it's a demo, so, okay. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. If that releases, and anyone watching this is watching when it releases, do tell me, because I will most likely wanna, in fact I'll just search it later. Money is still blah blah blah. That's an interesting looking game. 1981's Route 16 is now available for PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Well, I don't know. A game from 1981, would that be able to run on the PS4? Probably. That looks... I clicked it because I thought, oh, that looks interesting. It's blue and black, and then some weird 3 things, and then some money in a red bag with green things. What's this? The review, the council, episode 4, Burning Bridges. Sure, I accept. You can... Privacy policy. What's this? Release 30 quid all episodes. There's an episodic thing. Big Bad Wolf developer. Focus Home Interactive. What's this? It's a thing. The council. It looks interesting, I suppose, if you're interested in whatever this is. Story-based thing. Oh god, where am I? Okay, I'm actually nearly at the end. Right, what's... French Revolution courtroom drama, I think it's called We, W-E dot. The Revolution gets release date. This looks quite interesting. The picture shown for it was of a drawn version of one of those decapitation machines. What's that called? A guillotine! That's the one. So what's this then? The PC release and Switch version is apparently due shortly after. Press release doesn't mention the PS4 Xbox One release. Yeah, flip you consoles, except for PS1. Not PS1, Nintendo Switch. Blah 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 blah, calling it a horribly queasy game about life and death, which to me sounds irresistible. The idea is there, blah blah, in a court in 1794. It sounds like a game about decapitating people, which sounds like something I'd want to play. It's basically just the start of Skyrim, the game. Cool, I've accidentally clicked the advert again. There's a 2017 trailer. What? Okay. Well, that looks interesting. Right, over to this. Battle Bards, episode 30 starts. That's, I think, just a podcast. I don't flip it. That's like a podcast, by presumably. Okay. Young Fortnite players being sent to rehab for addiction. Since one of the most popular games in history, it seems Fortnite is either breaking records for changing the way public views video games on any given week to becoming the most watched game on Twitch. And over $500,000 a month. My throat's getting really painful. So yay. I'm also really cold. Why I just quick the dressing gown, nice and warm. So that's the only game. I mean, regarded of course. Well, Fortnite is only one of many games to be regarded as a cause for gaming addiction. Shout. It recently, just because I've got 1,000 hours on Star Trek Online doesn't mean I'm addicted. Its recent popularity has made it one of the leading. I can start playing SDO whenever I want. That's across like 4 years. It's like 250 hours a year. It's really not that much thinking about it. My mother has 220 hours on SDO. I mean, Christ. She doesn't even play that often. I don't even know how. Anyway, because of Fortnite's aim to appeal to a younger audience, too many parents are finding their kids' lives consumed by it. Sadly, for some parents, they're too tired to grasp their kids, and they've been forced to turn to rehab for help. Recently watched John Oliver thing about rehab. That was fun. Good old rehabilitation. There's no laws. I think that was that one. There's like no laws being like of saying what it can be. So it can literally be anything. It could just be being slapped across the face until you won't take drugs anymore or whatever. Or it can be like, hey, we're gonna go on an interesting voyage across time and space to make you realise that cannabis is you shouldn't have, when really it's not really that bad of a thing. It's just like a muscle relaxant and stuff. And well, no, that's more hemp, but sort it. Drugs bad, to quote everyone's favourite teacher. How basically, yeah, one mother son spent 12 hours every day playing. Well, why doesn't it just say stop, go to school or something? I don't know. In 12 hours, unless they went to school as well, because that would mean they'd have no sleep. Sounds like me. It's not that I don't have any sleep, it's just whenever I have sleep, I wake up and I don't feel like anything's changed. I feel tired all the bloody time. I don't. What am I saying? Basically, people are being sent to rehab because they're playing games too much. Oh god. Why? I don't want... Games could be as addictive as heroin. Oh, shut up. World Health Organ. Oh, shut up. Right, so basically... Yeah, oh god. So, the thing about games, they're entertainment, like TV. And the... Oh god. Right. I don't like this whole thing. Anyway, I like how at the bottom it says Fortnite is available for Android, iOS, PC, PS4, PlayStation 4, Switch, and Xbox One. This is a game about fakers being addicted. Then again, everyone's favourite YouTuber is going to be playing it for 2 days solid, so I don't know how that's going to go. It'll be an interesting video. Anyway, people don't know about the quality. That's it. That's it, folks. The thing's over. It's the end of the podcast. Wow, that was an incredible, like, almost hour of just briefly. You know what? Let's rant about my opinion of the media, mostly Fox News probably, and be like, oh, games, aren't they awful? Ugh. So the thing about games, and like that thing was like, oh, it could be as addictive as heroin. I didn't read the thing. I just saw the words games could be as addictive as heroin. The thing about heroin is that I'm guessing somewhere in the region of 90+% of people who consume it, consume kind of makes it sound like eat it, and don't, but whatever. Probably I'm gonna say get addicted to it. But with games. The amount of people who play games, the amount of people who, like, you know, have drugs is much smaller, I'm guessing, you know. Let's just have a quick search. How many people play games? They're about 67% of Americans, or roughly 120 million people. Well, there's 211 million people in America, so we'll just do this by American standards. And then we'll, how many people take heroin? How the hell do you spell that? Heroin, sure, we'll go with that, in the US. I'm guessing, percentage-wise, it's a lot less. Percent. Let's probably put that in a point of the sentence that makes sense. How many people... percent. This is not something I should search, but whatever. Less than 1% of each grade level use. What's this? Number of people first time high at 170,000. What's that? It's the lowest it's been since. I don't know. Basically, less people play. Right, let's just say this number that's from druguse.gov, because anything that ends in .gov is the greatest website. Let's say 170,000. Compared to 2.11 million. A lot more people play video games. And I'm guessing about the same percentage that take drugs. It would be about the same percentage of gamers that get addicted to. Well, I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically, games aren't addictive. I'm not addicted to playing games. I've got about 7. I tried to calculate at one point. It's like 7k hours on all games on Steam or something, 5k hours or something. Now, it's a lot. That's spread across 4 years or more. Gonna be more at some point, yeah. Christ. There's about 4 years thing on Steam, so no, that's what's that? 5,000 hours divided by 4. That's 4 years. How much would that's 0.14 something. I'm guessing 14 hours, 1 hour and an hour and a half a day with that. I don't bloody know. Let's just say that's playing an hour and a half of games a day, which isn't what I do, but you know. Well, it wouldn't be 14 hours a day, but so what would it be? I don't know how that. It would. let's say it's 1.5 hours. I don't bloody know. But, you know, people can get addicted to theoretically anything, really. TV? Have you heard of couch potatoes? Just, you know, this sort of thing. And it's like, oh, this game caused people to murder someone. Yeah, but that's because they had something wrong with them. They didn't just see something in the game and think, oh, let's do that in reality. Let's go and shoot a bunch of people or something. You know, you see a film where something like that might happen, and then like one person who saw that film out of millions might think, oh, let's do that. Bang, 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 shooting all the people. And it's turned into shooting rather than addictions, but it's the same sort of thing. It's like, oh, people do crimes after playing games. Yeah, these sort of things, I don't like that as a thing, because it's not true. To quote Ed Miliband, it's wrong, it's just not true. That's the thing, it's like, oh, people playing violent games causes violence in reality. Oh, people are addicted to games. Yes, some people can get addicted to games. Some people can get addicted to films. Some people can get addicted to TV. Some people can get addicted to drugs. Most people can get addicted to drugs. But then again, drugs are like, oh, cigarettes, that's legal in most places. Why aren't people cracking down on that? People crack down on crack, but not on smoking. And that's like, that's drugs, and that kills you and causes cancer. But games, comparatively, a lot less people die of games than of, like, drugs. I don't know, I just saw that statement. I'm going to close this page from how many people % take heroin in the US, because that's a really well worded statement. It's revealed that Fortnite was cited in over 200 UK divorce cases. Well, good for them, I suppose. Not good. Anyway, yeah. So I played Fortnite. I thought it was alright, but the Minecraft version was better because it was more tense. And yeah, the Minecraft version of Fortnite is better because it's Minecraft, and it's like Minecraft's great, isn't it? It's like all of the you can do anything with Minecraft theoretically. You know, it's like, oh, games. Yeah. It's just, this isn't the first time games have been compared to being like heroin. Recent studies show gaming could be like heroin. It's just not. What's this from then? What's this? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I just don't like people who say things are like something else, but it's not. Anyway, can't be asked. So, yes, drugs bad. Games aren't drugs. Games are entertainment, like TV. They're fine. Yeah, you get games, like GTA games, where it's like, oh, you can kill people. Yes, you can kill people other things. I think Just Cause 3 would probably be at 16 if you couldn't kill civilians. And civilians, they're not real people. If you shoot a civilian in a game, then you've shot a bunch of pixels. And polygons. Which is reminding me of photons and force fields, which is, you know, everyone's favourite way to describe holograms. So, yeah, it's pixels, and polygons, and that sort of thing. There is the resemblance of a human. Oh, look, you've shot it. Oh, wow, you're a criminal. Oh, wait, no, you're not. You just clicked left click, and then a person fell over. But it wasn't a person, it was a thing. But according to the TVs, it's like, oh, this is a game where you can kill civilians. I don't really think about how I'm going to word these sort of things when I say them, which is why they all sound crap. I'm going to go now. Goodbye. I wonder what Crackdown's going to be about.